Most men think aging means accepting decline, but what if I told you that weak erections and that uncomfortable tightness you feel isn't just getting older? It's your body sending you a message that something deeper needs attention. That strange pressure during intimacy, the lack of morning strength, the gradual loss of confidence, these aren't inevitable parts of aging. They're warning signs that your circulation needs support. Today I'm going to share 3 powerful foods that can transform your blood flow, strengthen your erections, and help you feel vital again without relying on pills or procedures. These aren't miracle cures. They're scientifically backed solutions that work with your body's natural systems. One of these foods works so effectively that you might notice changes within days. If you're ready to take control of your health naturally, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any tips designed specifically for men over 60. Comment below with the number 1 if this resonates with you, or 0 if you'd like me to cover something different. Let's start with the first food that could completely change how blood flows to where it matters most. Beets, nature's circulation booster. You might be surprised to learn that this simple root vegetable holds the key to firmer, longer-lasting erections. Beets work by naturally increasing nitric oxide, your body's most important molecule for healthy circulation. After 60, when blood vessels begin to stiffen and narrow, beets can make all the difference. I've noticed a consistent pattern among men who've added beets to their daily routine. They report firmer erections, better stamina, and less of that tight, cramping sensation during arousal. This isn't coincidence, it's biology at work. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. This essential compound allows your blood vessels, especially those in the penis, to relax and expand properly. When blood flows better, everything works better. After 60, our nitric oxide production drops dramatically. That's when many men start noticing changes they can't explain: sluggish arousal, weaker erections, and that uncomfortable tightening that feels almost like a cramp. These aren't signs of old age. They're warning signals that blood isn't reaching the tissue the way it should. Beets help reverse this process naturally. They act like a pump primer, softening blood vessels and ensuring the penis gets the blood flow it needs to function like it did years ago. You don't need to overcomplicate it either. A simple glass of beet juice in the morning or roasted beets added to your meals can quietly begin repairing what time has affected. But there's another food that works almost identically to prescription medications, only without the side effects. This next option could help eliminate those vascular spasms that cause deep groin tightness during intimate moments. Watermelon, the natural blood flow enhancer. For years, I considered watermelon just a refreshing summer snack. I was completely wrong. The more research I discovered, the more I realized this fruit, especially the part most people discard, contains an incredible secret for men over 60 struggling with weak erections and uncomfortable tension. The key is a powerful compound called citrulline, found in high concentrations in watermelon's white rind. Most people throw this part away, never realizing that citrulline is a natural vasodilator. In simple terms, it helps your blood vessels open up, allowing blood to flow more freely, especially to the penis. After 60, blood vessels tend to narrow or stiffen, making arousal feel forced, inconsistent, or even slightly painful. Citrulline helps relax those vessels gently, reducing what I call penile blood flow restriction. It's not sharp pain, but more of a dull tightness, a sign your body is struggling to circulate blood where it's needed most. One patient in his late 60s started blending both the red flesh and white rind of watermelon into a morning smoothie. Within 2 weeks, he experienced stronger morning erections and, more importantly, no more uncomfortable tension during intimacy. No medications, no procedures, just a simple change in his daily routine. Unlike pharmaceutical solutions, watermelon doesn't force anything. It supports your body's natural ability to regulate blood flow. It's gentle, effective, and completely natural. If you're looking for a way to feel more confident again, watermelon might be exactly what you need. But there's one more food I want to share. It's small, often overlooked, but packed with the exact minerals your body depends on to stay strong and responsive. This final food may be the missing piece in your entire circulation puzzle. Pumpkin seeds, the mineral powerhouse. If there's one food I wish more men over 60 knew about, it's pumpkin seeds. They're small, unassuming, and usually thrown away without a second thought. But these little seeds are among the most powerful tools for restoring healthy blood flow and protecting your erections. Pumpkin seeds contain 3 essential nutrients that directly impact your ability to get and maintain firmness, magnesium, zinc, and arginine. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels and prevents the spasms that lead to uncomfortable tightness during arousal. Zinc is crucial for maintaining testosterone levels as they naturally decline with age. Arginine is an amino acid that supports nitric oxide production, helping blood flow more freely into penile tissue. I had a patient in his 70s, a retired military man who came to me frustrated not with his desire, but with the strange tension he kept feeling during intimate moments. No pain exactly, just persistent pressure he couldn't shake. I suggested he eat a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds daily. Within 3 weeks, the tension had faded, his morning strength had returned, and most importantly, he felt like himself again. Pumpkin seeds are incredibly easy to incorporate into your routine. Sprinkle them on oatmeal, add them to smoothies, or eat them plain as a snack. The results may not be dramatic overnight, but over time they build a foundation for stronger, more consistent blood flow. Why these 3 foods create powerful results together. It's one thing to eat healthy foods occasionally, but when you combine the right foods that target the same system from different angles, you don't just get better results, you get results that multiply. That's exactly what happens when you bring beets, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds together into your daily routine. Beets get things started by boosting nitric oxide, opening blood vessels, and laying the foundation for improved circulation. Watermelon builds on that effect, soothing the small penile arteries and reducing those silent spasms that can steal your firmness. Pumpkin seeds provide the fuel that keeps everything running, supplying the testosterone-building zinc, muscle-relaxing magnesium, and nitric oxide-supporting arginine your body needs. It's like rebuilding a system from the ground up. One supports another, and that amplifies the next. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even early 80s who thought they were beyond help turn things around within weeks just by being consistent with this nutritional approach. The best part is it doesn't require willpower or prescriptions, just a little intention and daily follow-through. The biggest mistake men make after 60. After decades of working with older men, I've learned that most are looking for a quick fix, a magic pill to make problems disappear without changing anything else. I understand the frustration when your body isn't responding like it used to, but the biggest mistake men over 60 make is relying on medications to do what only proper nourishment and circulation can accomplish. Pills like Viagra or Cialis can force an erection, but they don't solve the root problem. They don't fix hardened, narrow vessels or restore nitric oxide production. They don't eliminate that deep pressure or strange tightness. All they do is push blood through a system that's already compromised. And for many men, the side effects just aren't worth it. I've had men tell me the pills worked less and less over time. I always tell them the same thing. Your body isn't broken, it's undernourished. It's waiting for you to support it from the inside out. That's what the right foods do. They don't trick your body. They rebuild it. The men who truly restore their function, energy, and confidence aren't chasing quick fixes. They're committing to the basics and following through day by day. They give their body what it needs and trust the process. Your simple 7-day action plan. Now that you understand what these foods can do, the question becomes how to make this part of your daily life. I've worked with many motivated men who understood the science but didn't know how to start. That's why I created this straightforward 7-day action plan with no guesswork or complex recipes. In the morning, start with 1 small glass of beet juice on an empty stomach. This kickstarts your nitric oxide production and awakens your circulation. Mid-morning, blend a watermelon smoothie using both the red flesh and white rind where the citrulline lives. It's refreshing and helps open the tiny blood vessels that support arousal and sensitivity. Sometime in the afternoon, eat a small handful of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds. Keep them on your kitchen counter or in your bag. These seeds work behind the scenes, delivering the magnesium, zinc, and arginine your system needs to build strength where it matters most. Pair this with drinking plenty of water, moving your body gently throughout the day, and taking a moment each morning to remind yourself that you're not just surviving, you're rebuilding. You're reclaiming control over something important, not just physically, but emotionally. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Your body doesn't need magic, it needs rhythm, and this plan provides exactly that. You are not broken. There's something I want every man watching this to understand, especially if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. You are not broken. You are not too old, and you have not missed your chance. I've seen men who thought they had reached the end of the road completely transform by making one powerful decision to stop accepting decline as inevitable and start rebuilding from the inside out. We've talked about food, blood flow, and function, but what this is really about is reclaiming a part of yourself. For many men, the loss of sexual vitality feels like quiet, private grief. It doesn't get discussed, but it weighs heavy. When you start feeling like you're disappearing, not just to your partner, but to yourself, that's when it's time to act, not out of fear, but out of respect for the man you still are. Your body is capable of renewal, even now, even after all the years and moments you told yourself this is just the way it is. It doesn't have to be. Your blood vessels, your tissue, your confidence, these things can come back to life. And it starts with a simple choice to nourish yourself intentionally and believe that pleasure, strength, and connection are still yours to claim. This is where it begins. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you, not just for watching, but for caring enough about yourself to stay engaged. We've covered how beets can reignite nitric oxide and restore blood flow, how watermelon can relax blood vessels and reduce uncomfortable pressure, and how pumpkin seeds can quietly rebuild your strength with essential minerals. Together, these foods don't just support your erections, they support your identity as a man. They remind your body how to work optimally and help you feel more like yourself again. I've witnessed the return of morning strength, the quiet confidence in a man's voice, the smile that appears after weeks of doubt. It's real, and it can happen for you too. This isn't about turning back time. It's about moving forward with intention, knowledge, and tools that actually work. There is no age limit on pleasure, connection, or feeling alive in your body. No matter how many setbacks you've faced, today can still be the start of something better. Take what you've learned, try the plan, listen to your body, and give yourself permission to feel good again, not just for one night, but for the rest of your life. This isn't the end of the road. This is where it begins. You still have time, strength, and power waiting to be reclaimed. If this helped you or gave you even one useful insight, please like, share, and comment below. Your experience might motivate another man to take charge of his health. Thanks for watching and for deciding to invest in yourself today.